Hello everybody, welcome to Healthy Habits. Today we're going to be talking about 10 ways to improve physical health. Now the first thing many people probably think of is physical appearance. And that is related, but there's so much more to this topic that people might not know about. And if that's you, then why not subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload next. Number 1. Cut back on sitting and being stationary for long periods. If you're sitting for a majority of the day, it's probably because of the job you have. You might not have anything going on or you got into a bad accident. But even if the situation you're in is complicated, it's always good to get up and move around whenever you can. Prolonged sitting can cause tightness to the muscles in your legs, hips, and torso. It can also cause muscle imbalance, which is the number one reason for lower back pain. So it's ideal to grow a habit of keeping your back straight, your shoulders back, and your bottom touching the back of the chair you're sitting in. This will then keep your back stable and your lungs open to breathe more fluently. Using a small rolled up towel or a lumbar roll and placing it in a fixed position on your lower back can also help maintain good posture. You still want to get up and move around every hour for around 10 minutes though, because stretching the lower muscles that are constantly being compressed will relieve and prevent stiffness and aching. This will then keep a better blood flow to the rest of the body, because trust me, you don't want to be making daily trips to the chiropractor when you can start implementing things into your daily life today for a healthier body tomorrow. Number 2. Snacking on something more healthy. The key to better managing your weight includes eating the right snacks at the right time. It's very important in keeping your emotions in control, and in other words, to eat more mindfully. You also shouldn't be waiting 4 to 6 hours between meals, because that's when you become the most vulnerable to bad snacking habits. Vegetables are frequently overlooked but carry some of the most essential vitamins and nutrients needed to keep a healthy gut. So eating more whole foods like fruits and vegetables can drastically change the way your body shapes itself. Fitting this into a meal plan or routine will also lower calorie intake and reduces the risks of chronic diseases. Number 3. Minimizing stress. When dealing with stress, it can be very contagious and last for long periods. Mindful walking and eating are really good ways to get a more clear headspace, allowing yourself to remove the mind from the situation. Meditation and yoga are good at relieving stress, but not a lot of people have the time to sit down and relax for those extended periods. So this is when breathing turns into an even bigger need. Since the world we live in moves in such a fast pace, it's very easy to become a product of your environment. You start taking smaller breaths, losing focus when you need it the most, and developing anxiety, which has its list of problems. It's a showstopper, but being able to follow a routine of deep, healthy breathing can be the solution you needed that you probably didn't even know about. A breathing technique called box breathing is beneficial for those who are looking for a stress reliever and also helps with anxiety. Number 4. Generating a meal plan or schedule. Making sure to have adjusted recipes for the servings you need and being able to categorize what meals will fit with the occasion you're planning is very important to having a clean routine of healthy eating. Ask yourself, do you need meals that are fast and easy or meals that consist of longer prep times but better quality? So let me tell you what a healthy plate looks like. For adults, you want to find yourself a 9-inch plate, dividing it in half for different fruit groups to go into each side. One side will have vegetables, which can be starchy or non-starchy for those who have diabetes, and on the other half, you want to fill a quarter of the plate with starches like rice, beans, and corn, and proteins for the remaining space like steak and chicken. Unsweetened coffee, tea, milk, and of course water are ideal drinks for something to complete a solid plate. You can also get meal plans already created for you by great companies by looking online and finding one that suits you. Number 5. Going outside more often. Going outside for at least 20 minutes a day can make you more creative, you retain more, and it motivates you to be more cooperative. With this being said, it's eye-opening to know that an average American spends between 80 to almost 99% of the time inside. And the number is still growing. When you spend all day indoors, whether it's because of your job or any other reason, you're not getting the vitamin D you need. A lack of vitamin D in the long run can leave you with decreased mineralization of your bones, which makes you vulnerable to diseases like osteoporosis and a lack of immune function. So it's obvious and very important that you take the time to simply go outside. In doing this, you want to avoid electronics of any kind, because those will only be a distraction and you won't get the full benefits of what the sun and nature can do for you mentally and physically. So the next time you find yourself having some free time, just step aside and see what the world has to offer. Number 6. Intaking more antioxidants. Antioxidants are a range of chemicals and enzymes that get rid of free radicals. Free radicals can cause great harm to your body by altering DNA, damaging the proteins that cells need to function, and messing with more complicated membranes that hold everything together. In other words, it can cause heart disease, faster aging, and infections in your body. The scary thing is that free radicals can come from the food you eat, the air you breathe, and even sunlight. So getting your hands on some dark chocolate, which is filled with more antioxidants than even blueberries and raspberries together, can benefit the way your cells function and take care of you from the inside out. Now obviously just eating dark chocolate every day isn't going to be beneficial, and it might not even be something everybody wants to get on their hands. So I recommend adding more greens, vegetables, fruits, beans, and nuts to your diet that will give you the same benefits plus more. Antioxidants are like a super serum in preventing the worst kinds of diseases and infections. So why not take the advantage of them since they're so easy to gain? Number 7. Hydration. Drinking water instead of soda or any other sugary drinks is always a great way to stay well hydrated. And if you don't want water 24/7, then try eating vegetables with high levels of water in them, like cucumbers in your everyday meals and snacks. Making this more of a habit will also encourage weight loss and give you more muscle efficiency. When drinking water, you flush out those fatty products and other toxins your body holds. Being hydrated leads to better memory function, healthy bowels which improves digestion, and a better immune system. You can't go wrong with being hydrated, but you can if you find yourself being dehydrated. Low levels can cause headaches and constipation, but higher levels can be even more life-threatening. This is when confusion and weakness starts to occur and the body receives less blood flow than it needs. This results in coma, organ failure, and even death. Water is probably the easiest thing to keep in your life, and even though some might lack this need, it's the action that can lead you to your better self. Number 8. Make sure to breathe. It might seem obvious, but the effects of taking a deep breath throughout the day will improve the way you both mentally and physically feel. It can improve your mood, give you better sleep, and make you more productive. Great ways to implementing this technique would be reminding yourself to breathe, whether in your notes on your phone or writing them down so you can better remember it. Since the world is constantly advancing, it's easy to fall back and feel overwhelmed. So as mentioned before, using the box breathing method is a great way to reload and gain a better headspace. In doing this, you want to find something in the shape of a box to look at for imagery. You want to breathe in for 4 seconds as you go up the box, hold for 4 seconds as you go across the box, exhaling for 4 seconds going down, and a final breath holding for 4 seconds completing the box. You can do this multiple times between activities. It could be on your way to the bathroom, after a meeting, before you go to sleep, or just any time you find yourself overwhelmed or cluttered with ideas. Take a breath. Number 9. Limiting electronics. The average time that people spend on their phones is around 4.7 hours a day. With people also spending most of that time at their computers, there's been an increase in myopia or nearsightedness in nearly half the population of North America alone. Phones give people high bursts of dopamine whenever something catches their eye or for getting rewarded in the game they're playing. This then becomes an addiction known as the compulsion loop, which is also associated with nicotine and cocaine. Phones emit blue light, which disrupts our circadian rhythms and lessens the time spent in deep sleep, eventually causing diabetes, cancer, and obesity. I'm sure you've woken up and the first thing you've done is gone to see if you have any notifications or hopped on social media to see how many likes your last post got. And by the time you've decided to get up and be productive, you've wasted half an hour. The simplest thing to being more productive and feeling healthier can be getting rid of the apps you find yourself uncontrollably being attracted to, or setting physical reminders to stay off social media to be more hands-on in this world that a lot of us might take advantage of. Do what's best for you, even if it means changing up your routine, because sometimes making a couple of adjustments to your life will do more good than bad. Number 10. Just move. Around 60% of adults don't get enough physical activity, and not getting enough exercise can cause a burden you weren't ready for. 30 minutes of moderate intense activities 5 days a week can greatly reduce your risks of diseases. This includes obesity, diabetes, heart diseases, and even some cancers. Go to social gatherings, play basketball with your friends, and do something you've never done before. I guarantee there's something you've been putting off because of complications, etc. Well, this is a sign saying that you should take that time to treat yourself. The world is full of opportunities. There are a bunch of ways to live a healthy life, but taking that step to act upon it is even more important. Take care of your mind and body by listening to their needs and providing them with the ingredients to be the best they can be. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of healthy habits and much more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.